Salut à tous et à toutes, j'espère que vous allez bien. En tout cas, moi ça va nickel. On se retrouve aujourd'hui sur ma time à Sandrock et on reprend là où on s'est arrêté la dernière fois. On y va. Du coup, on a une lettre de Yann. Comme mentionné hier, nous sommes chargés de reconstruire ce château d'eau. Qui vient de me donner les schémas? Alors c'est parti. Yann se voit attribuer la conduite principale d'eau et la station de pompage. Dark obtient le réservoir de rétention, le support de la tour et la station de filtration. Alors que je suis coincé avec la position peu enviable de superviseur, de plus j'ai jugé bon que moi, le président de la guilde du commerce de Dunrock, partage quelques mots de sagesse et de motivation pour m'assurer que tu réalises à quel point il est important de ne pas se planter. Tu me connais, je suis le type le plus sympa de Fola. Mathilda par contre, aïe, crois-moi, tu peux pas t'attirer ses foudres. Elle tient beaucoup à ce projet, alors c'est dans mon intérêt de tout donner. PS, n'attends pas, commence maintenant, ma réputation est en jeu. Ok. Liane, hier j'ai tellement été prise dans un tourbillon d'excitation que je n'ai pas réalisé que le fait de montrer les photos qu'on avait prises dans toute la ville pouvait vraiment nous attirer des ennuis. Pas d'inquiétude, je les ai stockées en sécurité à la maison pendant qu'on réfléchit à la prochaine étape de notre enquête. Restons en contact. Bon voilà, j'ai été placé premier. Bon, voilà, alors, on va commencer à parler avec eux. Après, il faut que j'assiste au truc à midi. Alors, on continue.
Hey there! How you holding up?
Montre la photo à Owen.
Wow. Where'd you dig up an old relic like that? Yep, that's me in the background. But I can't say I remember too much about this day. Oh, people were always getting married in the blue moon back then. Logan's ma. What was she like? I can barely remember her face if not for this photo. She skipped town not too long after Logan was born. Shocked everyone with that move. Hardly worth mentioning Logan's old man. Howlett took it the hardest. But you'd never have guessed it from this photo. Looks like a match made in heaven. Except for the tear down the center, I guess. When Howlett came back with the disease and was put in quarantine by the church, Logan really lost it. He started shouting for them to release his paw outside the temple door. Understandable. Howlett was all he had his whole life. Well, that's not completely true. I considered Logan a friend once. I really just hope he sees through all this madness and turns himself in. Then maybe the healing can begin. Hey there! How you holding up?
T'aurais pas vu Logan, le soir de l'accident du temple?
Yeah, not that night. But he came into the saloon that day with Haru, and they were acting real strange, buying up a lot of supplies. It was later that I heard that they blew up the temple in an attempt to get Howlett out, and the old man died in the blast.
Il a tué son père pendant l'explosion.
Frankly, even if Logan did manage to get Howlett out of quarantine, it would have endangered us all with the disease. Real sad story. Other than that, though, I'm afraid I don't know much of anything. So you're trying to find out more about Logan, huh? Yeah, I don't blame you. It's all pretty weird. Never heard of a decent fella going bad so quick like that. My hope through all of this is that nobody else gets hurt. Well, good luck with whatever it is you're doing. Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Bon voilà, Owen c'est fait. Ah oui c'est vrai, c'est le... J'avais oublié que c'était le truc qui se mettait autour. Ah non c'est au-dessus, je me suis trompé. Il n'y a aucun intérêt à lui parler. Hop.
Hey, are you okay?
Lui montrer la photo de son essai.
Oh, this. I never should have drew this. If I knew what was going to happen, I never would have. We used to go on lots of adventures. Logan changed. He didn't care about me, or my mom, or anybody. My mom said if things get better, we were going to rebuild a school in Sandrock. But things got worse because of Logan! Now I'm the only kid in town.
T'aurais pas vu Logan la nuit de l'accident du temple?
He told me right before the incident everything would be okay. But
En plus. Bon en fait elle nous a rien appris. Après c'est pas étonnant. Hop. On va continuer à chercher.
Hey there. Hope the pressure's not getting to you too much. You're trying to find out more information about Logan, huh? Well, ain't that cute? I'm afraid there ain't much more to know than what's already been known. But I suppose I wouldn't mind you proving me wrong on that. What? Yeah, I made this equipment. So what? I can't hardly be held responsible for everything that moves in and out of my shop now, can I? What are you implying, huh? You got a lot of nerve. I'm afraid there ain't much more to know than what's already been known. But I suppose I wouldn't mind you proving me wrong on that.
Bon comme d'hab.
Huh? So what if I did? What was I supposed to do? His mind was made up. If you had half of mine left at all. Look, I was close with Howlett and Logan as well. What happened to that man was a gosh dang travesty. But that's just the way things are out here sometimes. All it takes is one slip up, and you're gone. I always considered myself to be like an uncle to Logan. I would have taken him in, but I guess he didn't see it that way. I worry about what Logan might do, and I worry about how the more things escalate, the less likely I'm ever gonna see that pup I used to know ever again. There ain't gonna be an amicable settlement at the end of all this, so don't over-involve yourself. Be seeing you.
Ouais, il était très proche de Logan. De Logan et de son père. Bon, justice, c'est pas la peine. Allez, Mathilda.
Howdy there. Any news to report on the water tower? Goodness, nowhere ever did you find this. You know, you don't need to be sneaking around, acting all suspicious if all you're after is information. Yes, this makes sense. Although I must admit, this shows a level of organization from Logan I can't say I was aware he might be capable of. No doubt you started to put things together since your arrival, but perhaps you'd best hear the tale in its entirety to dispel any misconceptions you might have about the whole ordeal. Not too long before you started living in Sandrock, a great tragedy struck this town. Howlett, the monster hunter, and his son Logan, with whom you are already quite familiar with, ran into some trouble. Howlett, when diving in some ruins, explicitly blocked off by the Civil Corps due to an abundance of unknown and dangerous substances. Sure enough, he became contaminated with something bizarre. Logan reacted rather wildly after Pastor Miguel quarantined his father inside the temple and refused to let Logan come in contact with him due to fears of contamination. He couldn't believe his father would be so careless as to come in contact with dangerous Age of Corruption concoctions. One night during the quarantine, Logan attacked the temple with bombs. I assume it was to free his father from the quarantine. But whatever the case, Logan botched the operation and parts of the temple collapsed. Us church folk were all outside, but Logan's father was still in there where we'd left him, and when we found him down there, he was already gone. Logan blamed us church folk for what happened. Now he seems bent on some kind of revenge, and he'd sooner take down the whole town if it means getting to us, I reckon. Howdy there. Any news to report on the water tower? Well, of course, I was there at the scene of it all, as were most of us. I came out after the explosion, but by the time I knew what was going on, Logan was long gone. I appreciate your concern on the matter, but I fear there's not much we can do but trust in the acumen of our Civil Corps to bring Logan to justice. Without hurting him too much, I hope. Try not to get discouraged. There are brighter days ahead, I'm sure of it.
Bon voilà. On a fait pratiquement la moitié. Ouais, même pas la moitié.
Hello there! What stroke of luck has brought you my way? Oh boy, it seems my secret supplier has been revealed. Yes. I told Mian that those recipes were company secrets, which was true. Only Haru and myself are privy to such knowledge. What? I was the only one left around here who knew how to make that stuff. I'm supposed to just give away my recipes like that? Oh no, I've got to pay the bills too, you know? It's really so unpleasant what happened with Haru. Not only because I consider him a friend of mine, but also because of that great mind of his. He was always coming up with inventions and such. We had a really good deal. All the products he showed me how to make, I put up in my shop and we split the earnings. 50-50. I've even put aside what he'd be making. You know, if he ever comes back. Whatever would a bright and unassuming fellow be doing with a barbarian like Logan anyway? I say there must be blackmail involved. Haru would never turn against us on a dime like this. Well, friend, now that you know how to make the stuff, care to not spread it around too much? Hello there! What stroke of luck has brought you my way? That night? When Logan attacked the temple? I'm afraid I didn't see anything. I was just at home going through my inventory. I found out about all the commotion later, just like everyone else. I think it's great that you're looking into things. Haru can't be the villain they're making him out to be. He just can't be. I wish you luck in your investigations. Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Après, comme il dit, ça reste son ami, donc il peut pas croire que qu'il est méchant. Quand c'est un membre de ta famille ou un de tes amis, t'as souvent du mal à croire que ils ont pu faire ça. Et pourtant.
You're looking into the Logan incident, eh? Dreadful stuff. I'm quite displeased to see things turn out the way they did. But it can't be helped. To be blunt, if Howlett had stayed out of the ruins we all know are too dangerous to explore, he'd still be alive. Yes, I made the decision to put Howlett under quarantine. Yes, it did enrage Logan and drive him to madness. But I did what was best for the town, and I'd do it again if I had to. It's not a pleasant tale, just like the state of our world, unfortunately.
Romain y assume pleinement.
Oh, hi! You're looking kind of serious. Is everything okay? Oh, gosh. You want to know about that night? Well, let me think. Everything is a bit fuzzy for me. I was taking the late shift, helping out with patrols, making sure nobody snuck in to see old Howlett, who was being quarantined. It was a stressful time for all of us, but obviously Logan was affected the most. Sure enough, he showed up and the last thing I remember is me politely explaining to him that going into the temple right then was against the rules. Then everything went black. When I woke up, everybody helped me to my feet and wanted to know what happened, but I didn't really see anything. It's all very sad. I can't help but think if Logan hadn't acted so irrationally, perhaps his father would still be. Some things are best not to dwell on. What happened happened. No one wanted it to be this way. Blaming anyone won't bring him back. I think the sooner Logan accepts that and takes responsibility for what he did, well, perhaps the sooner we can have him back in the flock. Maybe the reason no one's talked about this much since you've been here is we're all really sad about the way things turned out. Maybe some people also fear that it's something they did that drove Logan down this path. Logan will come back to the light one day. I'm sure of it. Just make sure to stay safe out there. And remember, we're all in this together, so don't hesitate to ask for help.
Bah, pour l'instant, d'après ce qu'il nous dit.
Hey, it's Skinny Arms. How can the Protector serve you today?
Ça peut être que Logan.
What's that? Making bombs now, are we? Haha, finally! You're getting into building cool stuff. I meant to say something to you about all those lame screws and boards and, Oh, I see. Yes, now that you mention it, I believe I have seen these kinds of bombs before. Yes. It's coming back to me. That foul Logan's paramount compatriot used those kinds of bombs as his weapons of choice. A bit cowardly, if you ask me. If you don't have the guts to look someone in the eye as you punch them in the teeth, well, in my book, you shouldn't be fighting at all. Furthermore, these puny things would hardly scathe an indomitable chevalier such as myself. Hey, it's Skinny Arms. How can the What's that? Oh, a bit Furthermore, Hey, it's Skinny Arms. Aha, trying to track down that dastardly Logan, are you? Good on you, Skinny. If you do find out where he is, why not tell me first? Skip the civil corps. Skip the paperwork, you know. Make sure Logan gets some real justice. No, I thought we were doing extrajudicial stuff already. It's not such a stretch from what you're doing now. Fine. What do I know? Let me think. The night Logan attacked our temple, I was at home pumping iron. Yes, I believe I was trying to perfect a 300-kilogram clean and press with one finger. But my darn palmar interosseous muscle was acting up. As soon as I heard the explosion, I rushed out of my room to see Burgess knocked out. That's something I see all the time, but what really caught my attention was the exploded temple. I managed to catch a glimpse of Logan riding away with someone, but they were too far gone for me to pursue. Maybe it really is time for me to get a loyal steed to call my own. Nah, I'll just keep training to run faster. Well, I hope you enjoyed listening to... Hey, it's Skinny Arms! How can the protect... No more questions!
Bon, il reste Feng. On va aller à la cérémonie. Parce que ça se déroule à midi. Voilà.
Oh, hey there. Here for the ceremony, huh? Well, this is it. I paid an arm and a leg getting advertising all the way out to Atara. And this is the turnout. Logan. Why couldn't he have blown up the water tower next week? Or better yet, not at all? Well, on the bright side, since there's no one here, there's no one to see how miserable of a failure this is. Thanks for coming out to show your support. I'm sure you've still got plenty to do after the attack. It means a lot. This ain't the end of the world, though. Maybe once the Civil Corps finally catch that no-good Nick, I'll paint the sleds a different color and rebrand the whole thing or something. I even had this gift specially picked out for my first customer, and I guess my first customer is you now, huh? I guess technically Burgess was here first, but his beliefs wouldn't allow him to accept a relic. Here you go. Oh, speaking of Burgess, he wanted to talk to you. He feels responsible for getting the ball rolling on this thing, I guess. I mean, this is nobody's fault but Logan's, but I couldn't convince him otherwise. Catch you later. We'll get him next time.
Ah, je trouve ça stylé. Bon, on va reparler à Burgess.
Hey there. Gosh, real shame about all this. It seems like this whole entertainment thing blew up in our faces, and it's all my fault. If I just hadn't bothered with that darn survey. Well, I suppose one could blame Logan, as his antics did scare everyone away from the ceremony, but oh shucks, let's call it 50-50. What's more, I realized that my survey, which was intended to support the need for giving people in town a rest, actually ended up putting you builders back to work. Well, I'm real sorry that things turned out like this. Foresight is not your strong suit. Miguel always says that about me. If it means anything, I did want to tell you that I think you did a really great job on the sand sled thing, even if nobody showed up. All the stuff you've been doing for Sandrock, well, a lot of people appreciate it. We're all rooting for you. So, I saved up some money and got you a week-long pass to ride on Katori's sand sled game as many times as you want. I got one for Mian, too, since you guys have been working so hard lately. Well, have fun. Be careful, those sleds can get real speedy.
Ok. Bon, on va essayer ça. Hein. Voyons voir. Il existe deux types de rallye des sables, le mode course et le mode collection. Pour chaque nouveau record, excusez-moi, je toussais, sur une piste en haute course, tu recevras de super récompenses. Dans le mode collection, les concurrents récupèrent des jetons et des boîtes cadeaux sur la piste. Les objets récupérés sont placés dans le sac des participants. Les prix sont de la valeur différente, alors essaye de tous les obtenir. Il y a de nombreuses rampes de différentes couleurs dans une course de rallye des sables. La jaune accélère, ce qui donne un bonus de vitesse, alors que la bleue te permet de sauter dans les airs. Tu peux te propulser pendant une course de rallye des sables. Tu peux aussi faire cela en plus d'emprunter une rampe jaune pour maximiser ta vitesse. Il y a un délai de recharge après chaque propulsion. Ok. Ouais, on va s'amuser un peu. Allez, on y va à fond. Ah, j'ai raté. Ça va, c'est quand même marrant, même si c'est pas dur du tout. On est quand même déjà limite. On a la ligne d'arrivée. Bon allez, on y va. Moi je voulais 6 modes. Faut qu'on aille parler à Feng. Hop, on va réutiliser le truc pour se déplacer, la charrette. Mais il ne reste plus que à Feng à parler. Et après s'occuper des constructions. C'est bon, on a déjà vu 1000 fois ça. Allez.
No answer? No?
On va même parler pour lui, c'est compliqué. Hein. Ok. Allez, on peut y aller. Voilà. Voilà. Ah mais je me suis trompé. Ah bah.
You did what? I did what I had to do. What you did was impulsive. And you put our friend in danger. I was coming up with a plan.
Alright, I reckon when you put it that way, I did what I had to do in order to get things done in a time frame that I could find satisfactory. Which is basically the same thing. Look, here they are now. Everything went fine, right?
Personne ne se doute de rien.
Yeehaw! See, it's like I said. Not everybody's a detective. Folks got their own problems to worry about. Getting away with stuff is real easy. Half of the time it works every time.
That's very spacious reasoning.
Much obliged.
Well, if you're safe, I guess there's no point in getting hung up on what's already happened. Can you guys just promise me that you'll be more careful in the future?
Ain't y'all ever heard of all's well that ends well? Fortune favors the bold. Stupid is as stupid does. I thought y'all were into book learning. Oh, alright, fine. We promise. With that being said, spill the beans! What'd you find out?
I see.
Wow! So, what does it all mean?
I have no idea.
What? Come on, you said talking to everyone would help us solve the case.
Elsie could really do with a little less backseat detectiving right now.
I'm sorry, I'm just all riled up.
I think the best thing we can do for now is just wait until we have something else to go on. Thanks for doing all you did. Your summary on what you learned today was incisive and insightful.
Yeah, you went out there and hit the streets like a real hard-boiled bad egg. In fact, that gives me an idea. Tomorrow, I'm gonna give you a surprise. No, not one of thems. A real surprise. You just better ready. I'm off.
Might want to double check your windows are locked tonight. Nothing more for us to do now. Better just get back to it. See ya!
Bon voilà. Maintenant on va aller recycler le château. Il ne reste plus que ça à faire. Tout exploser le pauvre. Voilà. Bon, maintenant, il va falloir tout fabriquer. Cadre tour, cadre en acier, bloqué en fer, coque en plastique, tuyau en bronze, filtre à eau, tuyau de pompe. Il y en a des trucs. Le plastique, j'en ai pas. Hop. Des vannes, il en faut combien? Il en faut 2. Ah, je peux en fabriquer qu'une. Il faut des vis. Voilà. On va faire un petit truc pour s'occuper quand même. Allez. J'en ai juste ça. Ok, on va aller en chercher, j'en ai juste là. Voilà, j'ai tout ce qu'il nous faut. Bon, comment on fait déjà? Hop. Ça change rien. Ouais, j'ai pas d'autres débris donc ça sert à rien du tout. Voilà. Allez, on va donner ça. T'en as qui est juste à côté. Autant le donner tout de suite.
Hi. Thank you.
Voilà. Ça c'est fait. Maintenant on va de l'autre côté. Voilà. Mais merci, j'espère qu'on pourra rendre le château un peu plus résistant aux attaques, mais je dois t'avouer que je m'attendais pas à devoir réfléchir à un système de défense pendant la réparation. Allez. Hop. Alors c'est dans quoi? Connaissance de l'apprenti. Voilà, comme ça je consomme aussi moins de trucs. Un peu mieux, coque en plastique, c'est de l'autre côté. Ah mais j'en ai... Ah, j'aurais pas dû mettre cette chaise, elle est chiante. Elle va à chaque fois m'emmerder. Il y en a pas encore deux. Bon. On va passer la nuit.
Howdy there. Rise and shine? Ready for your surprise? I just wanted to say, even though we didn't find much poking around Logan's old homestead, well, you believed when almost no one else did. So, thanks, partner. But kind words ain't worth gills on a cat, so I did you one better and brought you this here baby Yakmel. His name is Doodles. But I reckon you could name him something else if you wanted, 'cause he ain't quite learned it yet. With Doodles, you could get started with your very own ranch.
Wow, merci.
Hear that, Doodles? You found a new and loving home. Hooray! Yeehaw! Oh, but shucks. You ain't got a barn, do ya? You can't take care of any animals if you don't have a barn. Maybe you'd like for me to explain a thing or two about raising animals?
Oui.
If you want to raise small animals, you gotta come over to my ranch shop and choose what you like, either a calf or a chicken. Once you done bought it, it'll be delivered right away. But wait, you ain't built a barn yet? You know, different animals need all sorts of different places to live. Rabbits like a hutch, Yakmel need a barn. You gotta have the right home for them if you want them to live with you. If there's no barn, your Yakmel ain't gonna want to come live with you. Just go see Haiti and get her to fix you up. You know, it was her construction junction that helped us build our stables. Oh, and when you get your little animals running about at home, remember to feed them their favorite food and play with them. If they're in a good mood, they'll grow up so quick and healthy. Well, I reckon that about sums it up. I better be getting gone. I'm sure you and Doodles are gonna be right as rain, and I just know you're gonna take real good care of him. Or else. So long, partner. Thanks for all your help.
J'ai un Yakmo. C'est cool ça. Combinaison spatiale. Voilà. N'empêche, c'est vraiment cool. Voilà. Hop. Bon voilà, on n'a pas avancé dans tout ça. Bon, on va arrêter la vidéo là pour aujourd'hui. En tout cas, j'espère qu'elle vous a plu. Si c'est le cas, n'hésitez pas à vous abonner et à liker. Portez-vous bien, à la prochaine. Ciao.